Well, this is it. This is the another war.
It's
Um,
the end of the world as we
as we
know
know
it.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
copyright strike this because it's not that song. It's actually an original parody. Ooh, yeah.
Well, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be around the world, around the globe. By the way, that is not a copyright. This is just a note to our Coast to Coast AM George Noria Belt. They were the two people that we used to listen to growing up. So anyway, welcome to beautiful Los Angeles skyline. Today, this is podcast number 8, and my name's Samuel. My co-host is
I have no name. I am the
okay.
no named person. For
All right.
names are but a way
Shh,
for
shh, shh, shh.
society to
Go,
label us.
shh, go back to the cage. Shh, it's okay. It's okay.
And this,
Shh.
ladies and gentlemen, is why Asian people are the worst.
And that is our show for today.
People are the worst.
And that is our show for today. That's it.
No, I'm
Goodbye, everybody.
your friendly neighborhood gremlin, Tony. Welcome back to the podcast.
Number 8. Oh, number 9. Sorry.
Yes, I was going to correct you, but then I thought, you know what? Screw it.
But anyway, do you think you can do the radio voice of the coast to coast introduction? I
Um, I I would need the read in front of me to know what I'm supposed to say, but
good morning, good evening, around the world, wherever you may be. Come on, you don't remember that?
I don't remember a lot of things. That's the
Uh,
effects of trauma on the human brain. Let me see if I could try. Good evening and
hold
welcome
on, hold
to the
on.
broadcast.
William introduction. George. Is that Nori? N-O-O-R-Y. What do you say? No, I don't know. I doesn't say. Nah, man, that is not what he said. He said, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be around the world. This is Coast to Coast AM. At least that's all I remember. Anyway, how you doing today, sir?
Before or after you decided to turn this podcast into Gremlin Fest 2026?
I do not know what you're talking about. I'm just me, the normal me. I'm just pretending to be a human.
I'm saying there's a lot more chaos forces in this episode than usual. Because I was fine. I was having an okay day, and then, oh, gotta do the podcast. Okay, let's talk about how the world is coming to an end. Or it's not, and everyone thinks the world's coming to an end again for the 32nd bajillionth time. And how Elon still hasn't made robot girlfriends. Like, come on, bud. Some of us are waiting here.
The other news, I put a muscle on my arms. That hurts.
Mm, yeah, that happens. I pull a lot of muscles.
Oh, are we talking about this now?
Talking
Is it
about what?
is that what we're doing? Pulling the muscles? Is that what we call it now? Uh, but in other news, I was watching one of the YouTube videos. The guy proposed that um, we have a lot of CIA operatives in South America, which is not news, but they said they're focusing a lot on fighting the cartels, not because of the drugs problem. The reason we are fighting these cartels is because there's a lot of minerals in South America. China's trying to take over, and you can't really have a lot of these minerals company, mining company investing in it if the workers are not safe. So he laid out a good argument. A lot of even a lot of contracts between governments has coming up with, and it really is making a case that one of the reasons we are very much playing in our backyard all of a sudden is because 20% of the world rare earth minerals are found in South America, and that is the reason. I think it makes sense. If I know China is trying to own like most of the rare earth minerals in the world, and we're playing the economy war with a little bit of violence. I don't know where
How
I'm going with it.
dare
I thought I just want to share the information with you.
how dare you besmirch our Chinese overlords? They only love and care for us.
Yes, yes. And movies are failing. Except have you seen the new one, Spider-Man? I heard good things about it.
I heard very horrible things about it.
You think so? I
I
was planning to go
heard
watch it.
I heard it was like every other Marvel movie before it.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I haven't seen it, but also uh, these these writers are just repurpose and refurbish an old story just over and over again. I feel like there's no new stuff coming out. Um, it's
Yeah,
really kind of depressing. Did you see the interview between our infamous um by the way, this is right. He just one of the things he was um anyway, I lost what yeah, this is the video I was talking about, Capiami.
and
But
those like the big rats,
Happy? Yeah, I think so. I think this was his call sign back in the day. Um
capybaras.
Capybaras, yes, yes. Um oh, the Nolan versus the Chinese.
Nolan versus the Chinese. What is he doing to the poor Chinese people? They just
What?
want to, be happy. Why is Christopher Nolan over there messing things up?
It's she came out swinging. She came out swinging. I don't know if you can hear it. Um, she came out just basically, I finally somebody with the cojones asking tough questions. It's not the American media, apparently. It is apparently it's the Chinese that
Nolan
ask
about the Odyssey. I saw a lot of people talking about this. It has 14 million views. Holy shit. Hello, Mr. Nolan.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Filmmakers are bards of the modern age, just
Yeah.
like the Greeks know of Odysseus because of Homer's narratives. We know of the Batman, the Joker, and Oppenheimer because of your narratives. Homer tells stories of distant past. So Homer's tone was celebratory. It was victorious. He celebrates the victory of the war, and your tone is emphatically not. My first question is, does that say something about our age? Are you a bard for a civilization at dusk?
What?
Anyway, did you hear it? We lost Tony.
Did I hear what? How she
That,
was like, Homer was a positive guy who was looking on the bright side. And you, Christopher, you're a depressed motherfucker. You need to
yes,
get laid.
pretty much. She start came out swinging at this asshole. Like, what are you doing? You know the writer Emily Wilson. She openly condoned Christopher Nolan's adaptation of the movie. Even the feminists, liberals who wrote the book is like, what are you doing, Nolan? I should kind of tell you something, I suppose. Um, you know, I don't know. The water has been in a shithole. I'm really not feeling it, I guess.
Like, this is what I heard about Spider-Man. The writing was very simplistic and very predictable, which leads me to think that my earlier thoughts on the film were correct because I saw like a little part of the trailer and I thought, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. Possible spoilers. Haven't seen it, but I might be right. So this is what I think is gonna happen, all right? Because in the last one, the ending, Spider-Man was all sad because, oh no, my girlfriend, she done forgot who I was. Oh no, but I'm still in love with her. But I'll leave her alone because I want her to be happy. In this
They
new
be
film, he's
crazy,
gonna
man.
try to leave her alone.
They be crazy. They be crazy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna try to leave her alone, but then she's gonna get caught up with some supervillain craziness, and he's gonna have to save her. And then after he saves her, she's gonna fall in love with him, and he's gonna be like, "Oh no, what do I do? Do I go back to the way things were, or do I resist and let her have her normal life again? But I did save her life." And then they get back together. The end.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're giving some tech support there, huh?
Yes. Uh, that just sounds so predictable and boring.
That's what it looks like it's going to be to me because let's be honest, movies haven't been very predictable lately. Like my like I should say they've been too predictable lately. Like since it was free on Amazon Prime, my mom's like, "Oh, hey, let's watch the He-Man movie. Worst fucking movie in history." Like The Odyssey and He-Man are like tied for worst movies in history.
Frankly, I haven't watched a movie in like 2 years. I don't know. It's just I can't get into it. I mean, I will watch a movie for the first 15 minutes. Maybe it's my ADHD. It doesn't grasp my attention, man. It just doesn't.
Okay, so can I say something without getting canceled? Can I use one of my free to say something wild cards?
Yeah, sure, I suppose.
To a certain extent, I wonder how much of ADHD is actually real and how much of that is just content sucks nowadays. So instead of saying, yeah, you're not interested in the movies we're making because they suck and they're not interesting, it's like, oh no, your brain works differently than everyone else's. Here's some pills. Because for one, they want to sell pills, and for two, they don't want to admit, oh yeah, the movies we make, so stupid. Because if we actually made media that caused people to think, next thing you know, people would start asking questions like, hey, Governor Newsom lost $2 billion that was supposed to go help the homeless. Hey, wait, some of that money went to an NGO that his wife operates. Is it possible they embezzled that money?
Well,
Hmm.
the veins of the USA aid, all the liberals were outraged, and turn out most of it is going through paying their own people, isn't it? I should have got in that business. We could have been a millionaire. Do you realize that?
If it wasn't for you and your darn morals that you insisted I adopt, I could have opened up my very own leering center. I'm very good at leering.
Yeah,
I'm the
Lawrence,
most leered person you know. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I leer very well, you know. They say, here's a book. It's time to get to leering. I'm like, okie dokie. Stare at
I
that
know.
sucker all day long. I might
We lost you.
even read some of it.
Mm, yeah, the Lawrence Center.
Did you
Um,
lose me?
nope, nope. I can hear you. I can hear you. Iran war drains U.S. weapons stockpile, raising fears Russia and China could exploit G. Okay. Um, we do need to uh, build a better stockpiles. Our weapons are too specialized. We need damn weapons. Oh, we need. I don't know. We just need more engineers and technician. Oh, you know what? It would be a good idea. We should start our own weapon building business. That might work. But I'm waiting for your commentary, sir.
Okay, so let's see, what's that step one? Figuring out what to call it.
Mm.
Hmm. Asian Guy Industries. Okay.
Really, really?
Single
That's what you came on.
governments.
Come on, why you have to be so racist? Gosh.
Why am I being racist for? I'm representing a group. I'm not saying they're bad. Okay. I'm just saying, hey, here's a group. We're
No,
Asian
no.
guys.
You're giving that tone, sir. I do
Because
not like it.
everyone's Asian. I think what it is your liberalness is firing up
Oh,
again, and you want to
oh,
take those
now
pills,
you
shut it down.
gaslighting lighting me. That's what it is going on.
Okay, first of all, without electricity, you had to use gas to light things up. Would you prefer I leave you in the dark? Huh? Because I ain't got a power plant handy, but I got plenty of gas,
I don't like the way you talk, sir.
especially on Taco Tuesdays. I don't like the way you look.
Oh man, I had to call a walk on Thursday. No, it wasn't Thursday, it was Wednesday last week. I had a spicy chicken wing. It wasn't even spicy. It was just boring, you know, whatever the wings they sell at the grocery stores. Um, buffalo wings. I had a stomach ache the next day. I'm like, what the hell, man? So yeah, I walked like 4 hours that day, and I just like I gotta go home, boss. Now he's making fun of
Oh,
me for.
I can tell.
Now he's kind of making fun of me every time I go home. He's like, "Don't you be eating spicy food tonight?" I'm like, "All right, boss, whatever."
Mm.
um,
What you should have said was one of your kids was sick and you needed to go home. But you're too honest for that kind of stuff.
Man, I don't have to hide. I mean, I got a stomach ache. I got a stomach ache. What can I say?
Yeah, and you know why you got a stomach ache?
Why?
Because that wasn't chicken you ate.
It was a Mexican restaurant too, so I didn't expect that. I don't think it was a rat. It wasn't a Chinese.
Oh, I was alluring to the fact that we have bioengineered meat now.
Do we?
It's still technically in the experimental phase, but let's be honest, when Tyson invests a ton of money into using bug protein in their food, and considering most restaurants use frozen stuff, there's a good chance that some bug protein was in there and it made you sick.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
you
Nope.
know,
Go. I'm listening. Go
I
for it.
was gonna say, but I'm just speculating. That way we don't get sued. Everything I say is speculation.
When North Korea tells residents to eat dog meat soup to tackle record heat wave. Isn't a dog? All right, I never ate a dog meat. Okay, but I always thought, from what I heard, dog meat just makes you more hot. It's a meat that make you feel. It's like when you drink beer, you just feel warm, too hot, start sweating. From what I heard, dog meat do the same thing. But I might be wrong.
O-
I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, I thought, well, it's North Korea, so I'm not too shocked that they aren't going to eat a dog because it's North Korea. They literally eat everything and anything.
Do they even
Okay,
have dogs left? I I
I
don't even
don't
know.
thi- look, I
Yeah.
don't, as far as I understand it, seeing a dog in North Korea very rare. Okay, but that's just my understanding. I might be misinformed. But my brain goes to how the hell is eating soup supposed to tackle a heat wave? It's soup. Soup is hot. If
What?
it's hot outside and you're eating something hot, aren't you just being double hot?
No, because so it's like drinking hot tea during a hot summer day. I know, but the thing is, when your core temperature is kind of uh equilibrium to outside temperature, it's kind of I don't know. All right, I'm making shit up. But when you sweat after you drink a hot tea and sit under the trees when a breeze go by, it makes you feel good. And it's like I know we American we drink a lot of water and iced tea, but other countries they like to drink hot stuff, so it equalize the internal temperature with outside temperature. At least that's what I say. So if you go to places that are hot, like equatorial country, they drink hot stuff during that warm summer day. But I know it's um, feels like opposite of what you should be doing, but that's what they do.
Do, 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 do. This just in, mental illness has been detected. Is
Uh,
like I get it in the sense that hot things don't shock your system,
yes.
right?
See,
But at the same time, I'm like, why would you want to drink something hot when it's hot outside? Wouldn't you want something cold because it's more refreshing? I get the whole it forces your body to sweat, which then cools you off. But at the same time, you could just pour water on yourself.
drinking hot tea in the summer help cools your body down. When you drink hot
It
liquid,
does,
it, that's what AI
it
said.
does it doesn't help cool your body down. It forces your body to activate the sweat, and the sweat is what cools it down.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. In high humidity, hot drinks will make you hotter. Stay hydrated. Because of all, drink more extra water to play lost fluids.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. You know what would make North Korea real great is if Kim, what's his face, just said, "Hey, Chinese guys, yeah, I ain't listening to y'all no more. We're gonna induct industrialized, we're gonna let our people have air conditioners.
It's North Korea. They can't even afford food. How are they gonna afford air conditioning?
You really do not understand how the world works, do you?
No, no, I do not.
So Kim goes to South Korea and he knocks on the door and he says, "Guys, I'm willing to reintegrate with you, but our side here, we need air conditioners and a lot of other things before we could reintegrate the nations." And he could set it up in such a way that they become part of South Korea, and thus there's just one Korea now. But North Korea still could have the right to leave and become independent, much like how Texas has the right to leave and be independent if they so desire.
No, they don't. Do they?
Yes, they do. It's in their constitution, their state constitution.
Uh, I I don't know if the federal government will agree
Okay, you have the right
to
to
secede.
literally give me all your money in your bank account, but the people who care about you aren't going to agree with that decision. They're going to whoop your ass if you try to do that, okay? Much like the federal government is going to say, all right, y'all want us to see, that's cool, but we going to show up there and whoop your ass till you're back in the union. Because technically, in California,
We lost you.
marijuana is legal, right? So you have you federal contractor, you don't because technically,
No, no, we
federally,
lost you. We
it's
lost you
still
for a
illegal.
second. We lost you for a second. I think what you're saying is technically it's legal to smoke marijuana in California, but federal government can still fine you.
Yes, much like how states' rights make it legal for Texas to succeed, but on the federal level, they'd say, "Nuh-uh, get your butt back here."
Motley Fool. I thought that was a stock market.
See, and then you look at like the AI stuff, and then I'm just like, "Oh, don't even get me started on that stuff."
What about AI?
You didn't hear about how the Claude people were talking about how, oh my gosh, our AI it done broke out and it hacked some companies.
No, I did not. I did not at all. I haven't really paid attention to news lately. To be frank, I have been busy with work quite uh, extensively. I've been business travel for too many times, and I'm not complaining. I do like to travel, so I mean it's a good thing. And am I getting old? I'm getting old. That's what it is. I'm getting old because I feel like I start giving a F about a lot of stuff. This is
Mm,
it. Why are we doing
yeah,
this? Why are we doing this? I just want to drink. Let's look at the sunset.
I don't know. Why are you doing this? Why did I notice while you were scrolling through stories that it said California was not going to allow AI in mental health triage?
That's because AI, it's depending on how you said it. AI really just encourage you. It's not really. It's not. I don't know if AI is a good diagnostic in a way that when you talk to AI, it really just uh reflecting on what you said. It's not really looking for solutions. Sometimes it it really just encourage you to go to one direction. And if the person is really manic depressive and they want to self-delete themselves, yeah, I just gonna encourage them to do it. If that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense. But at the same time, I was more wondering about how come California can get on top of that and be like, well, AI might not be the best in this industry. Let's take care of that. But meanwhile, they can't take a skid row. They can't take care of Skid Row. They can't finish the freaking railroad they've been building for the last 10 years. They can't finish
Hmm.
a freaking underpass. Did I mention all the embezzlement and all the fraud going on in this state? Oh, but they could do that and pass a bill, the Nick Shirley Act, the Stop Nick Shirley Act.
Why is the
That's like,
next
oh,
Shirley
if you're
Act?
a reporter, you haven't heard about the Stop Nick Shirley Act. Gee willikers, Batman. Basically, it's a bill that's going through the California legislative branch right now. That's basically like, hey, if you report on fraud, and you can't put it on the internet because that's illegal for immigration people.
Did you
Just
did you
immigration people. We're
did
not going to
you
use that as
did you hear about the dachshund that Mandani is doing in New York?
oh, where you let people know where all the rich people live.
Yeah, yeah. Now all the rich Hollywoods and rich liberals are like, oh my God, we're gonna leave. Those same people gonna leave New York and gonna vote for the same thing in the different states. But that I digress. Um, so that socialist party is taking over New York. I wonder what's gonna happen with 9/11 this year. That's what I'm wondering. Because people doesn't want him to be in a 9/11 commemoration ceremony this year.
Okay, I don't care. I don't live in New York.
I
It's been
mean,
how many years since 9/11? 25 years.
it's not that this is probably gonna be the last 9/11 memories that's probably gonna happen is like you said people gonna it's been 25 years, right? It's sad to say it. Gosh, we have grown old. I mean, do you remember the time when 9/11 happened? Was still freshman in high school. Um, but the thing about why we should care about New York and socialist takeover, I know they're like 3,000 miles away from us, but in the meantime, is we are within one country and spreading, right? Is these people, how come I never heard about this is not a real capitalism? We should try different. But it's these people taking over socialists and they already, they have a state run grocery store that's undermining mom and pop shops and undermining big company too. And socialism is failing in New York, and we should worry. We should worry. I feel like next gonna be California, and it's a beautiful state we live in, and I surely don't want to move again. I do love California. I'm a California boy. You know what?
You're over here like, I don't want to move again. And I'm over here like, I'm waiting for Elon to hurry up and get the rocket ready to go to Mars. I'm ready to go to Mars. Let's go, Elon. Let's get the robots and go to Mars. I'm tired of these Earth people.
Sorry, my son. Get out of my room. Trying to get my clothes. Trying to get my clothes. Oh, I'm sorry she put clothes in there. She put you in a box. Sorry, I'm talking to my son. This is the first time. Yes, I'm finally talking to my son. Am I a good father? You've been talking to me. Go ahead, son.
After 40 years, you're finally talking to your son. That's good.
I know, right? I don't know. I might have a different son. This is the son I know of anyway. You're one of my favorite sons that I know of.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
which part?
How someone let you sleep with them. I'm just like, that's shocking to me. That's like North Korea being like, hey guys, you're hot. You know what you should do? You should go get that dog, throw him in some boiling water and eat him. That'll make you nice and cool. I'm like, what is that? You buy an air conditioner, man. Get a fan.
Are you talking about
Go
North Korea?
swim.
Are you
Go
talking about?
swim in the river.
That's what they've been doing. North Korea. North Korea has been swimming in the beach. Uh, but I thought you were talking about. Are you talking about North Korea or Europe?
Sir, I'm saying that what North Korea is doing is very shocking to me. Just like the fact that a woman let you be intimate with her to the point of generating children. Okay?
Yes, my dear, lovely son.
Do you need to use the restroom before your shower?
No, it's fine. I'm recording. Thank you so much. Get the hell out of my room. Thank you.
No.
That's what happens when you raise Canadians.
Did I tell you what he said one day? He came to my room, just slam open a door, like uh, he ran this house, like I owe him money. I was like, "What do you want?" And he said, "Father." Yes, my children call me father.
Yeah, you are breaking up.
Anyway, so my son was like, "Father," and like I said, yes, my children call me father. I I don't know why. And he's like, "Father, I want to start a race riot." I'm like, first of all, motherfucker.
Like,
Uh,
first of all, I've done that before. It's not that fun.
well, first of all, you're half white, half Asian. Which one you gonna fight? And second of all, go back to your room and go do your goddamn homework.
Yeah, yeah. And his answer was, well, I'm going to get the blacks and the Hispanics to kill each other while the Asians and white people watch in shocking horror and being like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
I
Wow,
guess
that's crazy.
that's crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway, going back to I don't know. I just don't want socialist government running for I mean it's already is, but I just don't want California to become a next communist manifesto.
Okay, first of all, um, California is basically already owned by the Chinese. So, yeah.
Yeah, so remember that time when Xi Jinping show up and Gavin Newsom clean up the street?
Yeah.
That mean they can clean up the street, right? He just doesn't want
Yeah.
to do it. And
Yeah.
that's the funny thing is people know about it and they still vote for the same guy. That means he can
Yeah.
do clean up and uh but he just choose not to. Um
Yeah.
do you talking about California, do you know anything about that Paramount and Warner Brothers merging? What's going on with that?
Last time I heard it was on hold because the federal government wants to basically sort the law out and determine whether or not that would count as a monopoly.
Well, Disney can have monopoly, but you know,
Look, buddy, you're a grown ass man, so I'm gonna tell it to you
I
straight.
am. I am. Okay.
Look, I was informed to where I don't know, you might be an AI. They're becoming very sophisticated the other day.
I,
I had
I,
a whole ass conversation with one the other day.
I mean, you know me for 30 years. That's a very good AI. If you haven't figured it out by now.
You know what? In the future, we're gonna have time travel. Maybe they sent you back in time to occupy me so I don't become the emperor of the world. Maybe this is like a Terminator situation, but instead of murdering me, they decided to distract me because they knew if they tried to kill me, they'd fail.
By the way, I also hate Emperor Mankind. That guy's fail. You know what? Whatever. You know what? This he sucks at being a leader. All right. There, I said it. I don't care. Call the Inquisition. Should I be the Inquisition? Those guys don't know what they're doing. He's centralized his government to one person. And now he's like, oh my God, they worshiping me like a god. Oh no. No shit, Sherlock. What do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, I said it. Fight me.
You know what, bud? You know what? I will fight you. As soon as my chainsword gets back from the who did I leave it with again? His name was right, 010101 dash B from the
uh-huh.
Mechanicus. Once he gets me that back, I'll fight you. If it was zero
he,
one one
he
one one dash A,
the
I'd have it
the
already.
god emperor and all of his wisdom, and he doesn't know how to run a freaking government.
Okay, first of all, the amount of heresy
Am I reading too
that
much
you're
into it
spewing.
properly? Yes.
Wow, the amount of heresy is unacceptable. Not only on Earth, but also on this planet. So I'm ordering an immediate exterminatus. But unfortunately, the fleet is a little bit caught up right now, so we're going to have to wait a while.
Mm.
Unless Trump wants to help out and get Iran to fire off those nukes.
Trump need to stop listening to some of his spineless generals who think they can win a war with no ground troop. Okay, I know why he's doing it. I get why he's doing it, but I also feel like he didn't plan the Iran war properly. I know he doesn't want us to go into Iran, having countless people die, having what is a nation building shit. I get it, but in the meantime, you can't half-ass this shit, man. You know, if you're gonna topple the government, you can't just bomb it, all right? Unless you want to, exterminate the whole country and kill millions of people, then that might work, right? But it's gonna cost more in the long run if you half-ass this. Just saying it out there, just throwing it out there. If you're gonna beat
Oh, you mean
Iran's government into submission, you gotta have a ground troop. And I get it. People die. People die. It's a sad thing. I hate it when American service member die. But we got to get that notion out of that we're the invincible 0% casualty. No, our people gonna die too. See, I
yeah,
signed up for this stuff a while ago. I want to be in a ground troop.
it'd be a it'd
What?
be a it would be a real shame if COVID-20 just happened to happen in Iran.
Yeah, it's just like if you want to take over the street, um, I'm gonna predict we're gonna have a food shortage in the next 2 or 3 months because Iran, the Strait of Hormuz, is not just about oil. Oil is the second thing. First thing is a fertilizer. Yes, it's not the oil; it's a fertilizer. And because of what's been going on, there might be a fertilizer shortage, and it's gonna be finally catching up. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we might have a food shortage in the next 2 or 3 months.
Well, I'm going to predict that even if we do have that shortage, most Americans won't realize it.
Most probably, most Americans is worried about who they're dating and these what their genders and what their personal private place is doing and feeling. Okay, it's I'm sick and tired of this gender war. I'm sick and tired of these modern day women and modern day man. It's yeah. I feel like I don't have a statistic in my head, but most men are quitting dating, and whoever left is sh- sheboying the rest of these women in circles, and then they might not be the best people, and these women are like, oh, man's a pig, so it's going down in the circles in the drain. You know, uh, maybe I need to get off the internet. Some of these modern days women, they're not thinking straight, man, and a lot of these modern days men are not thinking straight either. I don't think we ever think straight, but at least we have you know, some kind of check and balance, I suppose. Um, but nowadays, the dating sucks. Not a lot of not a lot of good people. I was one of them. I wasn't a good. I was messed up in the head. I was just going through a divorce. I get it. Now I put myself out of the dating game. You know. Yeah. By the way, if somebody asked me the other day, it was like, "Oh, so you haven't dated?" I'm like, "That doesn't mean I can't get laid. All right, that's different." Um, is what I realize is it's just a mess, and I still feel like shit waking up in the morning because I can't have a conversation with any of them. Does that make sense?
Okay, so
I can't have a good meaningful conversation with any of these women. Am I crashing out? I'm crashing out. All right. I need to stop.
yeah, to the point where my internet was like, oh, don't want to listen to this guy. But, I get what you're saying. And that's why, since you want to make the podcast be all serious all of a sudden, that's why I think the explosion of AI companions and robot companions is going to be the next big boom industry. Because, like you were alluding to, you can't really have serious conversations with people anymore because there's so much politics and politicking in the way we communicate now that if you were to say something, they would immediately have to come in with the political correct view and shut you down to the point where you wouldn't want to even have a conversation with them.
Hmm.
Or
You
you would
know,
ask them about things and they would just be so ill informed about what's going on in the world around them that they'd be like, huh, what?
like the thing is, it's not even conversation anymore. It's became argument, right? It's became argument, and what happened to the good old day of me and you just crawling under the blanket, and just look each other. It doesn't even, conversation doesn't have to be words, right? Just a little knowing smile, like, hey, we made it, we found each other. Those kind of things. Maybe I'm hopelessly romantic, but just crawling under the blanket and having a good conversation or a good hug and just feeling warm in each other's arms. I feel like it doesn't exist anymore. Maybe I'm just too idealistic, right? Um, they want emotional man, but you can't show emotion, right? It's like catch 22. What do you want? What they want is they want emotional man that's available to them. Just don't show his emotion. It's um. I digress, I suppose, but it's finding a companionship nowadays is very hard. It just dating scene is a shit show. That's why I took myself out of it. Uh, does that mean I can't date anybody? I actually on the way to my work trip, some girl asked me out on an airplane, and I'm like, no. If that was like 2 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, I'm all over it. And nowadays, I'm like, no. This is like one of the few times in my life that a woman actually asked me, "Hey, do you want my number?" I said, "No, I don't want to. I have no desire or motivation to do it." Anyway, enough conversation for tonight, I suppose.
And there you hear it, ladies and gentlemen. My steak is too juicy, my lobster too buttery.
What? What? No, it just.
How dare you ask me, madam, if I wish to fornicate with you? How dare you, you trollop?
I suppose, yeah, yeah.
Surely I could have been a good steward and said, only after you do my best friend.
She was also
And then
19.
after that, been
She
like,
was
ew, that's gross. I didn't think you were gonna do it.
she was also 19 years old, so I'm almost 40.
That's legal.
It is
That's
legal.
legal. It's
It is legal.
creepy, but it's legal.
Like I said, if that was 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be all over that. But no, I just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. You know why women do that though, right?
why?
Because essentially you're non-threatening. So they are like, oh, non-threatening person. While someone like me, they're like, that person's a serial killer.
I mean, I'm a gentleman. I treat everybody, right. I treat everybody equally. I'm not gonna be mean to anybody. I talked to her like individuals. We had a good conversation, and she's like, "Hey, you want my number?" I'm like, "No, you don't want this." But anyway,
You know, you should have told her. You should have told her you were gay. Because somewhere she's sitting around crying, thinking that she's not good enough for the little Asian man. Wow.
man, yeah, yeah.
It's sad. But yeah, basically, that's why I think AI chatbots are going to be the thing of the future. And that's why I think Elon needs to get off his ass and realize the amount of money he poses to lose if he doesn't get ahead of the trend.
You know what? I'm gonna bail your freaking AI because I'm sick and tired of you complaining. And I'm gonna throw in a little jab
Okay, I have.
right while you are like into it. I'll be like, "Is that what you want? Is that really what you want?"
Okay,
Now I'll go back.
first of all, if you attempted to build an AI for me, I'd break it in like 45 seconds because of my thinking processes being so chaotic.
That's the thing about AI
Like for
is
instance, do you want to know the secret about Mario?
what?
I can tell you the secret about Mario right now, but I don't know if you and the listeners are ready to hear it.
Well, what is it? What is it?
It's the thing
Try me.
Nintendo doesn't want you to hear.
No, what is it?
Okay, Mario, Peach, and Bowser. Mario, Peach, and Bowser. They're a throuple.
I think so too. I think so too. Actually, I think she secretly enjoy it, and they're just making excuses to go back and forth. Is Mario even getting laid? Oh, he's just chasing after Peach, and Peach just want to be with some bad boy. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it
It's
from the
not very
horse's mouth.
complicated. Mario, Peach, and Bowser are a throuple, and Bowser and Mario are gay lovers.
Anyway, it's been an hour. I think that's the end of our show. Do you have any parting wisdom, Mr. Tony?
In our modern age, it is hard to live because of the chaos of existence. But just realize you are here because of that chaos. So don't let it get you down. Keep on keeping on.
I have
And
no idea what he
remember,
said.
if you're in America, if you're in America and you have an air conditioner, that's because we're the best. And if
That's to
you're
our
in England and
forefather.
if you don't, that's because you. Okay, first of all, I don't jump on your end
Yeah,
here. I don't
sorry,
jump on
sorry.
your
Go
bits,
for it.
but you're all no, you ruined it. You ruined it. I was gonna say that's because y'all love the monarchy and they don't want to share. But whatever, screw it. You ruined it. You
Nah.
ruined it, Christopher Nolan. Good job. That's your new name, Christopher Nolan. This has been Tony with my co-host, Christopher Nolan. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. And to whoever his future wife might be, punch him in the nuts next time you see him.
Yes, ma'am. I might into it. I might be into it. All right. Too
I
much
might
errands.
be into it.
Too much errands, Papa love you, and
Asian people.
to the love of my life, whoever you are or whoever you may be. I hope you did all right. Good night, everybody.
And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, 'cause every time I wake up I feel like it's my